Hello, everybody. The topic of this section is financial decisions of households and firms. In this section, we will discuss 4 types of financial decisions for households and 4 ones for firms. What are households? Most households are families. Families come in many forms and sizes. At one extreme is the single person living alone. The other extreme is the extended family, which consists of several generations living together under one roof and sharing their economic resources. In finance, however, all are classified as households. Households face 4 basic types of financial decisions. The first type of decisions is consumption and saving decisions. How much of their current wealth should they spend on consumption and how much of their current income should they save for the future? It's not good to spend as much as we could earn in a month. Enjoy the current life is important. Saving for the future is also necessary. After saving some money, it is possible to do the second type of decisions, investment decisions. How should we invest the money we have saved? Everybody thinks that the more wealth, the better, right? If you would like to start a new business or to buy a house or a car, but you do not have enough money, the third type decision, financing decisions, are involved. Financing decisions refer to when and how households should use other people's money to implement their consumption and investment plans. The last one is risk management decision. How and on what terms should households seek to reduce the financial uncertainties they face, or when should they increase their risks? Life and automobile insurance are the common ones we invest in to reduce the financial risks. There are some decisions come from these 4 financial decisions. The saving part of the income for the future in bank accounts or is invested as a piece of real estate or a share in a business venture is defined as asset. Assets refer to anything that has economic value. When people choose how to hold their pool of accumulated savings, it is called as personal investing or asset allocation. In addition to investing in their own homes, people will often choose to invest in financial assets, such as stocks or bonds. When people borrow, they incur a liability, which is just another word for debt. A household's wealth or net worth is measured by the value of its assets minus its liabilities. For example, suppose that you own a house worth $100,000 and have a $20,000 bank account. You also owe $80,000 to the bank on your home mortgage loan and have a $5,000 credit card debt outstanding. So your assets are house and bank account, and the liabilities are home loan and credit card debt. The total assets are equal to $100,000 plus $20,000 and is $120,000. Liabilities are equal to $80,000 plus $5,000 and it is $85,000. In further, the net worth is equal to the total assets minus the liabilities. That is $120,000 minus $85,000 and is $35,000. Ultimately, all of the society's resources belong to households because they own the firms either directly or through their ownership of shares of stock, pension plans, or life insurance policies, and pay the taxes spent by governments. Next, let's see the financial decisions of firms. Firstly, what's firm? Business firms, or simply firms, are entities whose primary function is to produce goods and services. there are some definitions follows from forms. The branch of finance dealing with financial decisions of firms is called business finance or corporate finance. In order to produce goods and services, all firms, small and large, need capital. The buildings, machinery, and other intermediate inputs used in the production process are called physical capital. The stocks, bonds, and loans used to finance the acquisition of the physical capital are called financial capital. There are also 4 types of financial decisions for firms. The first decision any firm must take is what business it wants to be in. This is called strategic planning. Because strategic planning involves the evaluation of costs and benefits spread out over time, it is largely a financial decision-making process. Once a firm's managers have decided what businesses they are in, they must prepare a plan for acquiring factories, machineries, research laboratories, showrooms, warehouses, and other such long-lived assets, and for training the personnel who will operate them all. This is the capital budgeting process. The basic unit of analysis in capital budgeting is an investment project. The process of capital budgeting consists of identifying ideas for new investment projects, evaluating them, deciding which ones to undertake, and then implementing them. Once a firm has decided what projects it wants to undertake, it must figure out how to finance them. Unlike capital budgeting decisions, the unit of analysis in capital structure decisions is not the individual investment project, but the firm as a whole. Firms can issue a wide range of financial instruments and claims. Some are standardized securities that can be traded in organized markets, such as common stock, preferred stock, bonds, and convertible securities. Others are non-marketable claims, such as bank loans, employee stock options, leases, and pension liabilities. The last one is working capital management, which is extremely important to the success of a firm. In a successful firm, managers must worry about collecting from customers, paying bills as they come due, and generally managing the firm's cash flow to ensure that operating cash flow deficits are financed and that cash flow surpluses are effectively invested to earn a good return. In summary, we have discussed 4 types of financial decisions for households and 4 ones for firms, and we also studied some definitions in this section. That's all about this section. Bye.